In 1836, 5 schoolboys hunting for rabbits on a hill in Edinburgh stumbled upon a hidden cave. Inside, they found 17 miniature coffins, each containing a tiny wooden figure dressed in custom-made clothes. Who were they for? Why were they hidden? And why, nearly 200 years later, do we still have no answers? The mystery is so dark that some believe they were a Satanic spell-manufactory. In the summer of 1836, 5 boys were out hunting for rabbits on the slopes of Edinburgh's Arthur's Seat, a hill steeped in history and legend, once believed to be the site of King Arthur's Camelot. But on that June day, they found something far stranger than any mythical castle. Tucked away in a small opening in the rock, hidden behind 3 pointed slabs of slate, were 17 tiny coffins, arranged in 3 neat tiers, 8 in the first, 8 in the second, and 1 solitary coffin on top. Each coffin was just under 4 inches long, carved from pine, and inside each one was a tiny wooden figure. These weren't crude carvings. They had custom-made clothes, stitched and glued, and their boots were painted black. The detail was meticulous. Someone had spent hours, possibly days, creating them. But why? And who were they meant to represent? The newspapers at the time were baffled. The Scotsman called it a Satanic spell-manufactory, suggesting witchcraft and demonology. Others thought it might be an ancient Saxon custom of burying effigies for friends who died in distant lands. Some even speculated it was a sailor's superstition, wives giving their husbands Christian burial in effigy if they were lost at sea. But no one had a definitive answer. Only 8 of the original 17 coffins survive today, housed in the National Museum of Scotland. The rest were destroyed by the boys who found them. But the mystery only deepens. Studies in the 1990s revealed that the figures all appear to be made by the same hand, or perhaps 2. The materials and tools suggest a shoemaker or cobbler. But the figures themselves? They may have originally been toy soldiers. One chilling theory connects the coffins to the infamous serial killers Burke and Hare, who murdered 17 people in Edinburgh in the 1820s and sold their bodies for dissection. Could someone have created these coffins as a symbolic burial for the victims, a desperate attempt to give them peace in the absence of their stolen bodies? Another theory suggests they were memorials to the Radical War of 1820. The coffins appear to date from the early 1830s, so they had only been buried for a few years when the boys found them. Burke and Hare were infamous murderers who killed at least 16 people in Edinburgh, selling their victims' bodies to Dr. Robert Knox for anatomical dissection. The number of coffins, 17, matches the number of known victims, if you include a later victim of a copycat. But the connection is far from certain, and historians continue to debate the true purpose of the coffins. But here's the twist. In 1906, the Scotsman published a strange account. A daft deaf-mute man had once drawn a picture of 3 coffins with dates on them, and within 2 years, 3 of the man's relatives had died. The man vanished, never to be seen again. Was he the maker of the Arthur's Seat coffins? Or is the real truth far darker? The coffins remain one of Scotland's greatest unsolved mysteries, and their secret may never be unearthed.